found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out. Lightning in a bottle. I think I just found my perfect sound. Can you see the fire in my eyes? Bitch, it's burning out.
Yo, 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 how you living? How you feeling? How you doing? It's First Choice Fantasy, not Fantasy, First Choice Bets. And we're back with you week 11? Week 11?
Week 12.
Week 12. All right, Thanksgiving week. Probably going to get this video up Friday-ish, if not Saturday. It's the worst week of the year. Thanksgiving's like the worst holiday, bro.
Bro, that's just a tweet.
Christmas is top dog, and then it's probably New Year's,
But the food?
Halloween. The food is despicable. It's so overrated. What?
New Year's, you just get fucked up. Like, there's no food or nothing.
You make food. Like, you make good food. You don't have to get forced into eating turkey and cranberry. That shit's just disgusting to me. But regardless, we're going to be doing our bets, our locks, over-unders, and danger zones for week 12. But beforehand, we got Kid Cam. Failed last week, finished last of us three. 1 for 5. That is despicable. And as a result, he has what? A habanero and what's the other pepper?
I don't know. It looked a little hot. It was round. It was red. It was in the hot pepper section. So I decided to give it a whirlski.
Round and red.
Hopefully it's not too bad, but whatever.
Let's see how it goes.
Maybe someone can comment and tell us what kind of pepper it is. Maybe.
Show it to the camera. It looks like a cherry.
Little fan interaction. It had a stem.
Oh, okay.
On now. Alrighty. I'll take a bite out of this one first.
Get it popping. ASMR. We love that.
Oh.
It's not that hot.
Nah.
Maybe it will.
Wait for the seeds to kick in.
I wish the seeds. There's a bunch of seeds in there.
Oh, yeah. You just got to scoop them Johns out and eat them.
I took one bite to eat. Oh, it's hot. It's hot.
All right. That's fair.
Oh.
It's hot. Oh, he's got a milk.
How's it feel?
Oh, he looks like he's fucking praying. You
How's
good?
it feel?
This is not good. This is going to be a real rough episode.
This is the first thing you ate all day, right?
Oh, yeah. It's going to be a stomach ache like a motherfucker.
With the milk. Yummy. My girds would be acting up.
This is bad.
Really bad?
This is very, very bad.
Well, you got one more, so don't bail
I
on
don't
it.
know about that one. All right.
Scale of 1 to 10, what would you say?
I mean, in relativeness compared to other peppers, like I've eaten a ghost pepper before.
Oh.
That shit was really bad, but this is pretty bad. Probably say like 7 out of 10. Eyes are watering. Tip of my tongue is falling off.
Do you think you might be allergic to that, John, bro?
Well, I'm not allergic to them. I'm not allergic.
All right.
You gonna die mid-episode?
I don't know. I got an EpiPen out my car. I might have to make a run for it.
And
He said, "Ugh."
this is the last we've seen of him. Yeah, for
I
sure.
think the next one's habanero. He hasn't even touched habanero yet. His tongue is fucking red, bro. I feel bad, bro. I had a fucking orange with peanut butter on it.
Yeah, this is probably the worst punishment we've had. I don't know why I subjected myself to this.
Yeah. It's interesting, though. It's definitely
X, you're eating a pepper next week, motherfucker.
yeah, actually.
Tears are streaming down my face now.
He's struggling, bro. Holy cow.
Oh, no. It's getting to the back of my throat now.
Oh, no. Y'all ever
That's
watch
what she
that,
said.
like... Yeah, that's what she said. Y'all ever watch the Johns when people be eating, like, peppers in fucking libraries, trying to be quiet? All right, Cameron, let's get number 2. Oh, he's got it. Habanero bite. Oh, he's a soldier. Look at him.
I'm just getting it down.
That's a struggle.
Soldier.
Oh, the throat.
The throat?
Soldier will drink it. No,
Is it closing up on you?
That's not fucking closing up on me. I would be doing more than saying the throat if I was fucking dying, motherfucker. Alrighty. I
Damn.
think I'm gonna wash my hands real quick.
All right, yeah. Go wash some hands. I'm finna pause this, John.
Alrighty.
All right, yo, we're back. That was a week 11 punishment, Kid Cam. Man is gonna be crying all episode. His stomach's gonna be gurgling. It is what it is, though. Yeah. Any words before we start?
what it is.
Yeah, that shit was ash. You guys are doing it next time.
I'd rather eat some dog food, but you know,
Yeah, but you grew up on it, man. That's not fair.
we're up on it. You're right. All right, week 12 locks. So we're gonna start off on. We can start with Cam for his first lock, and then go to X, and then me. So Cam, go first.
Alrighty, first lock of the week. I'm going Titans Colts. Taking the Titans plus 3.5. I'm thinking they're getting their revenge versus the Colts from week 9 or 10. I trust Matt Vrabel as a coach. He's a good coach. I think they're going to figure out that Colts defense a little bit better than they did last time. And I just don't think the Colts have the firepower that they're going to need this week. And yeah, I like the Titans plus 3.5.
I'm a big Titans divisional winner guy. Like I had like 6 parlays with them in divisional winners, and hoping that if they get this dub, they're probably going to take the division. So I'm hoping that comes to fruition. Not the spread, but the win. So second lock of the day. Good X. Let's hear it.
Well, it's actually the Titans spread.
Cock.
I'm
All right.
taking the same John. I'm pretty much piggybacking everything Cam said. I think Ryan Tannehill's going to have a good game. We could see maybe a nice little Derrick Henry game again. Colts got a nice run defense, though, but
I can see Philip Rivers having a few fucking tweaks, too. Man, it's
Facts.
not that
should be
promising.
a tight-ass game, though. But that's why I kind of like that spread. But I could still see the Titans winning by like a touchdown, maybe.
Yeah, I can dig it.
Lock
All
it
right.
in.
Lock it in. My first lock is the Dolphins minus 6.5 at the Jets. It's crazy they get a line of 6.5. I mean, what did the Jets play the Chargers this past week, right?
Mm-hmm.
And they had the Chargers at 8.5, I think was the line before kickoff, which is
Something like that.
yeah. And I mean, the Dolphins defense, I would say, is better than the Chargers. And I think the Dolphins defense is going to be able to lock down the Jets, even if Sam Darnold comes back. Michael P. Ryan's out. He's on IR. Frank Gore is a fucking
Big Frank Gore
workhorse.
game, huh?
Yeah, so I think the Dolphins are going to be able to hold the Jets in check. 6.5, I think it's a touchdown lead. I think the Dolphins have more than that in them. And yeah, I'm taking the Dolphins minus 6.5 at the Jets. Lock it in. Second lock for me. I think it's a lock me and you share. Giants.
Yes, sir.
Giants minus 5.5 at the Cincinnati Bengals. This actually shocked the shit out of me when I was looking through the spreads and whatnot. The Giants at the Bengals minus 5.5. Somehow the Giants only favored by 5.5 points against the Ryan Finley led Bengals. Gio Bernard in the backfield.
It's gonna be something.
That's so unattractive to me. I don't know how you put a line of 5.5. Like, come on.
Splitting carries with Samaj P. Ryan.
Yeah, man, who
That's
shouldn't
so
even be in the
gross,
NFL. It's gross.
The Giants have a decent defense too.
They do.
Even against
They do.
the run.
And the Bengals defenses and all that. I think the Giants offense is showing what they can do lately. So, I mean, I like the Giants minus 5.5,
So do
especially against a Finley-led Bengals. I mean, if it was a Burrow-led Bengals, I would still kind of feel a little bit confident in this. I'm not going to lie to you. I like the Giants this year, and I think the Bengals with Ryan Finley and Gio Bernard, it's not going to do much in that poor defense. I think Giants are just great. So, minus 5.5 Giants.
Agreed.
Agreed. That's his second lock as well. So, what do you think, Cam?
Second lock, I'm going Seahawks versus the Eagles. Seahawks minus 5.
Validity.
The Eagles are home. It's one of the first times I'm picking against the Eagles this year. They're just not a good football team, unfortunately. It's hard to admit, but it's time to admit it. That offensive line is going to struggle, even though the defense of the Seahawks isn't that great, obviously, but it's more so secondary. Their defensive line came on a little bit last week. Carlos Dunlap seems to be helping a lot, and I expect that to continue this week. Yeah, Seahawks minus 5. I think it's a fairly easy pick. I mean, the Eagles like to score late points, so maybe they ruin that spread late on. I would not be surprised, but I do not foresee them winning this game at all. So, yeah, lock it in.
I like that. I think I was going to think about that for my third lock, but passed on that. So, X, let's hear your third lock.
Raiders.
That's my
Spread.
third lock.
Minus 3 against the Falcons. It's just looking way too beautiful to not take. That Raiders offense is pretty damn good. They put up points. They almost beat the Chiefs again.
And In a
The
dome,
only
too.
interceptions that Patrick Mahomes has thrown this season is against the Raiders.
I did not know that. That's
Yeah.
crazy.
Only 2.
And it's only -3 against the Falcons. That's crazy. The Falcons aren't that good.
Falcons defense
Oh,
is
wow.
yet again absolute booty. The offense is not bad, but I mean the Raiders defense isn't shit.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan hasn't been putting up the numbers he used to. He's definitely on the downturn of his career. So yeah,
I think Julio's questionable, too. I might be tweaking
Julio
on
could
that.
be questionable. He hurt that Julio hammy again.
Julio Ham.
Julio
again
ham.
and again and again.
All right, that is my third lock as well. So, was that Cam's third lock? Cam Spitter's third lock. I'm tweaking. So,
I
no?
still have my third lock. I had the Titans and then the Seahawks. I
Oh,
still
you're
have-
right. You're right.
Yeah.
the Chiefs versus the Bucks. I like the Chiefs -3.5. There's not a lot of points to be given the Chiefs, and the Chiefs are a very good football team. The Bucks they're pretty good too, but they're a little bit flukish. They don't like to win versus good teams, and I think that continues. And I like the Chiefs -3.5. They only need to win by 4. I think that's a given. I don't foresee the Chiefs having to kick a game-winning field goal versus the Bucks. The Bucks defense has shown they're vulnerable, and the Chiefs have everything they need to beat them, and I don't think it'll be an issue for them.
You just have Patty Mahomes. That's it.
Yeah, exactly.
All right.
Yeah, they can still pass the ball easily.
Dangerous zones. What are we thinking? We got, I guess, Cam, you can kick us off with the danger zones real quick.
My first danger zone is the Panthers versus the Vikings. Right now, the Vikings are favored -4.5, and they are home. The Panthers do struggle defending the run, and the Vikings do have Dalvin Cook. Teddy Bridgewater is going to be back, though. They've shown the ability to win some games that they're not really supposed to, but the Vikings aren't really a team that they're not supposed to beat. They're just home, and they have Dalvin Cook. If they can figure out a way to bottle Dalvin Cook up, which is a tall task, I know, the Panthers can find a way to bust that spread for sure and potentially win the game. So I'm staying away from that game if I were you guys.
I like that, too, because Adam Thielen's, I think he's out on the COVID list, no?
Yeah, he's still on the COVID list, yeah.
Kirk Cousins' go-to guy. Not going to play. It's kind of questionable. X, what is your first
Well,
danger
my
zone?
first one's the same one actually.
Same one.
The Vikings coming off a game where I think they should have won against the Cowboys. They dropped that one. Panthers coming off a win against the Lions. Yeah, they will have Teddy B back, but I think Dalvin Cook will probably run all over them. But at the end of the day,
They might have McCaffrey back too. He was practicing, so
They said he's week to week.
no,
That's
maybe,
kinda
maybe no
scary.
Adam Thielen for the Vikings too.
Yeah, COVID list.
This game could really end up going either way, to be
I
honest.
think they're going to be able to feed. He's more of a deep ball guy right now at this point in his career. Obviously a rookie, so I mean maybe he goes off, but whatever.
All right. Well, my first danger zone is the Chargers and Bills. The Bills are favored by 5.5. I'm not liking that too much. It's I don't know. There's gonna be a lot of points scored. So from a spread and money line perspective, I'm not liking that game at all because the Chargers just put up points and the Bills can choke easily because that's what the Bills do. Bills 5.5-point favorites. I can see a lot of points being put up. I'm taking the over. That's gonna be one of my picks as well. But
Well,
I just don't see a definitive winner in this one. You know what I mean? Like 5 points. I can see the Bills winning by 3. I can see the Bills getting a loss. Like I just don't like that side. I don't like the Chargers side either because Justin Herbert is good, but the team overall just chokes eventually late in games. They get Austin Eckler back though, so that's cool. But I'm not liking either side. In this.
is that definite yet?
I think so. I mean, I don't know if it's definite. I didn't see anything that was definite about it, but I would like to think so. You're supposed to come back week 12. Let me check.
Yeah, I don't foresee the Chargers winning the game, but yeah, the 5.5 is a little bit iffy just because of that Bills defense being a little sketchy. But they are getting some defensive backs back from the COVID list, and so I don't know. I would agree that's a bit risky.
Yeah, Eckler is coming off injury reserve, but I don't know if he's going to play. I guess that's a question mark. But still, that's my danger zone. So, number 2, I guess, Cam, you can take yours.
I'm going Bears and Packers. Packers right now, they're favored 8.5 points. It is a Sunday night football game, which can be a little bit wonky at times. And the Bears, they have a great defense. Even though the Packers came out firing on all cylinders last week versus the Colts in the first half, they did not do the same in the second half. They've shown their ability to get shut down by a good defense, and the Bears do have a good defense. I don't foresee the Bears winning this game. It's just that spread I would definitely stay away from. But who knows? I mean, the Packers do lose some games sometimes, and they're not unbeatable. If Nicky Foles can go on a hot streak all of a sudden, which is doubtful, he has not shown the ability this year. But the Bears, they do have a shot with that great defense, and Packers coming off a game they probably should have won last week versus the Colts. So, yeah, I would stay away.
Yeah, the Packers showing their vulnerability against bad defense or good defenses. The Bucks. Remember when you took them for a survivor pool?
Yes, I do.
Big O. Yo.
That's also why I'm taking that as my second danger zone. I don't like that spread at -8.5. It's too spooky, and that money line's large for a game that they could possibly lose, but I don't think they will. But
yeah, but 8.5 is
it's
pretty
a
husky for sure.
divisional game. It's going to be tight.
All right, second danger
That was
zone.
my second danger zone.
Oh, it was all right. Cool.
Yeah.
I'm
Game
taking
back-to-back same danger zones.
though. This is, I guess, this doesn't really apply. I was gonna do a Thanksgiving night day game, but since we're uploading this probably Friday, Saturday, it's probably invalid. So I'm gonna go with the Browns Jags for my second danger zone. The Browns are wishy-washy, honestly. The Jags offense is questionable, obviously. Is Mike Glennon starting this week? 6.5 for the Browns. I don't know. I feel like that's too hard to choose because it's going to be a low-scoring game like 13-6 type. That's really close, but I don't know. Browns -6.5, not sitting well with me, so I'm not going to follow that game. I'm not going to bet on it at all. Maybe an under perspective, but money line and spread.
Which game?
Browns and Jags.
That's one of my unders.
I think that's one of my unders too.
Yes, yeah.
All right. Well, third danger zone. Let's hear it, Cam.
Well, I was going to go Ravens Steelers, but then you made the point of this video not being uploaded until Friday. So a little bit invalid. So I'm going to convert, whatever word. I'm going to go over to the Raiders versus the Falcons. I know that was one of your guys' locks. I don't like it as much. The Falcons, they have the ability to turn it on at times. Maybe they do versus the vulnerable Raiders defense. That Raiders defense is not that great. And what's it called? The Falcons defense is not that great either. But like I said, I would just stay away from it. It's a closer spread, so it can go either way. And yeah, I don't love it a ton.
Word. I understand it, but obviously I can't go with it because the Raiders spread. It's one of my locks. But X, what
I
you?
would have preferred Ravens Steelers.
I mean, I was gonna take one of those Thanksgiving games as mine. I mean, but are we not?
I mean, yeah. I mean, you can, but we're uploading a Friday,
the other
so
games
it's
I was
not
really
gonna
looking at as
hold
any of my
weight.
danger zones because
I mean, my danger zone, my third danger zone was the Titans Colts. While I want the Titans to win, I don't really feel too comfortable with that. And the Colts are 3.5-point favorites at home. I think the defense is good, but Phillip Rivers is wishy-washy. He can throw 3 picks in a game while also throwing 0 picks in another game. He's not too consistent. And I can see the Colts choking it or just
Had a
putting up.
interception game recently. I don't think he has since like the beginning of the year. I think they've done a better job of controlling him and what he does.
Oh, yeah, I'm sure they have, yeah. But I don't know. I want the Titans to win, so I don't like the Colts lines. I guess that's a little bit biased, but I don't know. I can see the Colts winning, but I want the Titans to win, and I can see the Titans winning. So I'm just going to stay away from that game entirely, especially from an over-under perspective. 51.5, that's
steep.
It's very steep, yeah.
Understandable.
All right. Is that all the danger zones?
Indeed it is.
Word. Over-unders is the last segment here. We got Cam, you can kick it off with your first over-under.
Yeah, we touched on this a little bit a few minutes ago. My first over-under is the Chargers Bills over 53.5. It is a good bit of points, but the Chargers and Bills, they both have some very high-scoring offenses and not that great of defenses. I mean, the Bills, you would like to think they have a decent defense, but then they just let up all these points in all these different games. And yeah, so I like that over. I think it's almost a slam dunk as far as you can get with over unders, but we shall see.
I got that as well for my first over. So you can go ahead.
Got the Dolphins Jets over 44.5.
I don't know about that one.
It's such a low. I don't know what the hell you would call that
Line.
I would say, and the Jets fucking put up points. The Dolphins put up points. They just put up 20 some
Jets
points.
put up points.
The Jets put up points.
That's crazy.
They just did against the Chargers.
They
Yeah.
did, yeah. But it's a weird thing to hear.
Yeah, so those late game points messed up my Charger stream.
I think the Dolphins will put up a good amount of points this game, and I could see like a 30-17
30-17.
type shit.
Book it. All right. Second over under for me. I am leaning towards the Browns Jags under. Talked about that earlier. 49.5. Jags offense is questionable, especially with Mike Lennon, like I said.
Extremely questionable.
Browns offense is also questionable. They can put up 10 points in a game. Somehow still manage to win, but 10 points is 10 points, and I'm going to go with the over or the under 49.5. It's in Jacksonville too. I'm not sure about the weather, but when it gets closer to game time, you should probably check that out, because if it's definitely raining, feel confident in that under, because that's going to be an ugly game where both teams are going to struggle to put up points. And 49.5, that's like what, 25-24 type.
Mm-hmm.
Don't like that at all. Don't like that at all.
Not at all.
That's also my second one, dude. And I've been taking the Browns, whatever games that they've been involved in the past couple of weeks, taking their unders, and
Yeah.
they've been all hitting.
You're only taking over with the Browns if they're playing a good offense, honestly, because then they actually somehow show up. Like against the Cowboys early in the year, they put up, what, 30, 38, something like that? It's
They
crazy.
put up three games in a row where they're putting up 30-plus points.
Yeah. And
Now
obviously,
recently they're putting up like 7, 13.
yeah, it's ugly. Very ugly.
Yeah,
And they're playing against a bad offense in the Jags. So feel confident in that under 49.5.
me too.
Oh, you
That's my
took
second
that?
one. Yeah.
Where, Cam, your second over under?
Yeah, same thing. Browns, Jags under.
In unison.
Yeah, like everything
Off
you
the
guys
board.
said. Especially if it's raining. Especially Mike Lennon starting at quarterback. It's probably going to be a lot of James Robinson, which probably won't work out versus the Browns defensive line. So,
Thanks.
yeah, I would slam that under.
That's crazy. So we're all going to at least have one correct, right?
Hopefully.
Hopefully.
Probably. All right. Third over under. You can take yours, Cam.
Washington versus the Dallas. I was going to say the Dallas football team.
Crazy.
Washington football team versus the Dallas Cowboys. I'm taking that over 46.5. These two teams, they don't have the greatest of defense. Well, Washington, they do have a pretty good defense, but Dallas just showed their ability a little bit to put up points last week. Maybe they figured things out over the bye. Maybe Andy Dalton has figured out how to lead that offense a little bit. Zeke kind of went back into his groove last week, albeit versus the Vikings defense. But I like that over. It's set pretty low, 46.5. Hopefully they'll provide the Thanksgiving fantasy feast viewers with a lot of points. And it would be a nice time. I would enjoy it. I like myself some Antonio Gibson and Terry McLaurin, and I'm hoping they feast on the Dallas defense and Dallas fights back a little bit. I'm liking the over them. Again, it's pretty low, 46.5.
I can dig it. Yeah, I can dig it. That's all I got to say about it. What's your third one?
The Rams and the 49ers taking the under.
The under.
The under. I think this is going to be a low-scoring divisional game. I think the Rams are going to pretty much shut down, I think, that 49ers offense. The Rams defense is pretty damn good. And I don't think the Rams offense will go that crazy.
Mm-hmm.
49ers defense has been playing decent this year.
Yeah.
Overall, I just think this is going to be like a definitely, I don't know.
The 49ers
20.
find ways to put up points. That's the only thing that scares me.
They do, but I don't think it's going to happen really against the Rams. The Rams.
You like to think that, but then Mostert's coming back. Debo's probably coming back. That offense getting more firepower, and I mean, they know how to score, you know?
Billy Mostert, he's going to do some damage this week.
That's true.
He ain't doing shit. He ain't doing shit.
That could be a bold prediction, but I'm taking it.
Valid, I suppose.
It is valid. For sure.
My final over-under is the Giants and Bengals under 43. That's crazy to think about, but the Giants played the Bucs earlier in the year, right? I think it was like maybe a 20-13 30-point total, maybe somewhere around there. It was a very low-scoring game, and as I remember, am I wrong?
I can't remember exactly, but I believe
Pretty-
you're correct.
Yeah. What's it called? They play the Bengals, who are led, like I said, with Ryan Finley. 43 points is like a was that 31-13, and that's an over. Yeah, that's not happening. I can see like a maybe like a 27. Like, it's a very low scoring game I can see from these teams, especially with Ryan Finley and Gio Bernard. I just under and the Giants spread. Great same game parlay right there, but that's my final over under. All right, boys. I guess any other comments,
Questions,
concerns?
concerns?
No, that pepper was hot as fuck.
Both pepper drops.
Yeah, it's out my system. But other than that, I'm confident in my picks this week. I don't think I'm going to be 1-5. I don't think I'm going to be eating that pepper next week.
Yeah, I took the what's it called? I put them all in an actual parlay. I actually took these bets this week, so I'm confident in my Jones. So
You
6
are.
picks I'm
Bang,
hoping
bang.
for. X eats peppers next week, maybe dog food. We'll hope. Like, comment, share, subscribe. First Choice Fantasy. Deuce.
Deuces.